Tyne Tees Television, Channel 8.
Feathers, flounce, and maybe the first time you heard a Geordie talk on telly. 1950s North East had known nothing like Tyne Tees. It launched as light entertainment, but swiftly shifted to current affairs. Now it could be your neck of the woods on the nightly news.
Your job is to inform people in the North East about what is going on in their region. We felt we were part of the resurgence of the North East. It was almost a mission in a sense.
Bob Langley from Whitley Bay was part of the original behind-the-scenes team before being thrown onto the front line.
I found myself anchorman on the programme with no experience whatsoever. And I was terrified. I was scared stiff. I mean, you've got to remember, it wasn't like today. They had none of the technology that they've got today. We had no autocue, for example. You just had to ad-lib as you went along. It was guaranteed to start the arteries hardening and the ulcers sprouting.
Far more at home, out in the field, he found fame with daily dispatches from the Pennine Way.
Well, the producer said marvellous, so here I am.
Viewers just like to see the North East, even though it was only in black and white.
Tyne Tees talent Mike Neville was another early success.
Where ships are born and saints were buried. This is the fame of the Weir.
The station hired the nation's first black TV broadcaster, Clyde Elaine, who famously interviewed civil rights leader Martin Luther King.
Violent revolts grow out of revolting conditions. A lot of these conditions are arising in England. A lot of people feel that legislation is the answer. Do you think legislation is the answer?
And it had Britain's first female weather presenter, Hilary Turnbull.
My very best friend at school, her father was the programme controller of Tyne Tees Television. And one day he asked me if I'd like to present the weather because they were introducing this new Weather Girl slot. And I thought about it for, a long time, gave it great consideration, and 2 seconds later said, yes, please. It was a wonderful opportunity, and it was great fun because I hadn't done anything like this before. And of course, I knew nothing about the weather, nothing whatsoever. I used to arrive at the studio each day and ring up RAF Bulmer, who gave me all the details about the weather for the next day, and I would then go on air and repeat it.
Marion Foster was the region's first female anchor and remembers Tyne Tees making history with the first live broadcast from overseas.
It was an exciting time, because you felt as if you were at the forefront of something. You were part of the swinging 60s. I remember saying, I have learned more about life and how people live in the North East in a month here, or even in a week, working for Tyne Tees, than I had in 4 years at university. We sent a team to Sweden to see how the Swedes in Gothenburg built their ships. A remarkable documentary that won a number of awards. It really now was a really established regional station, but with a bit of national clout.
Its City Road studios were a vast hub of activity and excitement. Its Face the Press programme even brought Prince Philip to our screens.
Prince Philip, you must have many television invitations much nearer home. Why, in fact, have you accepted this one?
Well, I was very flattered by the invitation.
Within its first decade, Tyne Tees was winning international awards for its coverage of a warehouse fire in Newcastle. Above all, it won the affection of its audience.
It was the first time that people in the North East heard their accents, their landmarks and their culture being broadcast back at them. And people want to see stories from this part of the world, and Tyne Tees is the way into it.